Hey guys, this is Robin, RsIslandCrafts, and this is Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, July 18th, 2017. This week I'm going to hide behind the camera because most of the stuff I'm going to show you is going to be easier to see close up on the table like this than just me holding it up. I spent most of my time this week in the craft room cleaning up my scraps. I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling smothered by my piles and piles of scraps. It's generally when I do a project, I just throw the pieces in a laundry basket or a bucket and just let it pile up, and then when it gets to be too much, I kind of clean it out and go through it, throw away some stuff. So this time I decided to just do a total overhaul in my craft room. If you want to see how I'm handling all my scraps and what sizes I'm cutting them to, pop on over to my YouTube channel, RsIslandCrafts Robin, and I've been putting up some videos showing how I'm using my scraps. I did get to spend a little time in the sewing room on Saturday, and I'm pretty close to finishing up a project. We're doing a mystery quilt-along in one of my quilting groups, and this is week 4. As far as I can tell, this is the end of the cutting for this mystery, and we're just slowly putting it together. I put them together in this design just because I like the arrows. I'm really not sure how they're going to be. But this was our basic setup for our week 4. The only thing else I have to work on this week is we're supposed to be doing a label. And I think what we're going to be doing is sending our labels off and swapping with someone. I'm really not sure. They haven't given us much information except make a label. This week we also had to make a bunch of little 4 patches out of 2-inch squares, which was really good because I just went into my 2.5-inch scrap bucket and I was able to pull out a variety of fabrics and sew them all up. It was really nice and relaxing and easy to have those scraps already there, and I could just pull out what I wanted and find them easily instead of trying to cut a little bit off of a variety of different fabrics. This way, nice and easy. I think I'm going to really like the system I'm putting into place. Previous weeks we'd made a bunch of, I think we made 96 of the half square triangles, and then a bunch of these 2-patch rectangular ones we did this week or last week. I don't know. I was 2 clues behind. I'm always seems to be 2 or 3 clues behind. Then I play catch up and, you know, I'm good. So this quilt, they say we're supposed to have most of our information by the end of this month, so that would be nice. It's supposed to be, I think it's going to be a twin size 72 by something or another. I went totally scrappy, and what I'm going to end up doing is giving this to my kids. They have 2 couches in their living room. One couch already has a quilt on it that I made and gave them from a swap. So I thought it'd be fun to have a quilt-along one for the other couch. At night when I'm just sitting down relaxing and hubby's doing his games and I'm just watching YouTube videos or something, the project I've been working on is Hocus Pocusville from Crabapple Hill. I've already embroidered this block, and now I am working down on this one. I thought I would just do the corners because the fabric's cut at a different size for the 4 corners than the other squares are. I haven't been able to get a very good picture of the way this embroidery's been turning out. I think once I get it done and I can hang it out in some natural light, it's going to pick up the colors really nicely. So all of my embroidery blocks are going to be in this gray color. It's about a medium gray. And I'm using, I think they labeled these embroidery flosses as a neon. I have orange and purple and yellow and green. So what I did is I finished most of this in here and all through this past week. It's a great project to sit down and just zone out with. You don't have to think. You're just tracing a line with the embroidery. So I really enjoy working on a project like this. And since it's Halloween, I store it in one of my my little peekaboo window bags that I made for embroidery. And today, while waiting for hubby to mow the yard this morning so I can go ahead and do this video, I was playing with my new obsession, paper beads. These paper beads have already been glossed. They've been coated with a Mod Podge to make them shiny and a little bit hard. They can possibly use another coat, but most of these have been my practice beads. just like anything else, there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. And these are the ones that I made that haven't been Mod Podged yet. Since there's no, you just put a little bit of like Elmer's glue on it to hold it together. So there's no real coating on these. So it's a paper bead. There's no protection to them at all. So I'm going to need to coat them still. I made some crazy ones and I made some plain ones that I'm going to either paint with nail polish or regular paint before I coat them. I found some shiny paper at the Dollar Tree to go ahead and cut up and roll up for some beads. And these are made from shelving paper. And the Dollar Tree also had some just neon paper. After they're glossed, I've been storing them in this little 99-cent container, well, dollar container I got from the Dollar Tree. But while they're waiting, I found a good use for one of these sorbet containers. So that's about all I've been working on this week. Next week I have a stack of pot holders that I found while cleaning out some scrap bins that are close to being done. So I want to go ahead and get these finished, and right now all they need is the stitching around the outside to hold it all together and to close up that seam. We won't get another clue for our mystery along until Friday, so I'm going to go ahead and work on the label for that. And then today, when I'm done with this video, I'm just going to keep cutting up scraps. I'm almost at the end of my stash of scraps, which is going to be really nice to get those all cut up and finished, so they'll be easier to play with later. Alright, that's all I got for you this week. I'll see you next week. Bye!